There's a reason why some people who are out there loud and talk a good game, and some of the things they say may sound relevant, but there's a reason why those same people should not talk about everything. And you can tell, and I'm gonna break it down like a fraction, that he don't know what he's talking about while he's talking.
Who wins this election?
Not
who you're. I know you're not voting, but if you had to predict who the winner will be, who's gonna win?
China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran.
Explain what you mean by that.
The American people don't win, no matter who wins. If Kamala wins, do you know how the world gonna treat us? Because most Muslim countries won't even talk to her. They won't address her as a leader.
First, let's talk about those countries that he named. He said
China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran.
And his main reason for saying that those countries are going to win our election is...
Do you know how the world gonna treat us? Because most Muslim countries won't even talk to her. They won't address her as a leader.
China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran. Out of all the Islamic countries he could have ever named, he only named one, Iran. So because he named all communist and fascist countries, but he only talked about the fact that she's a woman and they won't respect her, and only mentioned one Islamic country, lets me know that he don't like the fact that a woman will be the leader of this country. So let's get to the main point of that part. He mentioned the fact that she won't be respected. And because the president can't be everywhere at every time, she would have dignitaries and representatives representing her overseas. Most notably, the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State is like the de facto president overseas. As whatever comes out of their mouths, it's as if the president, him or herself, is speaking. So let's take this premise that because she's a woman, she won't be respected. Here is Hillary Clinton with Muslim leaders as Secretary of State. And she wasn't the first one. Here's Dr. Condoleezza Rice as the first female Secretary of State and the first female Secretary of State of color with Islamic leaders.
If Trump wins, we don't win. Nobody wins this election, buddy. This is the start of America's fall.
I'm gonna be real quick with this one. That pause he could have been doing for two reasons. And it was a few seconds longer, but I had to cut it for time. Either he don't know what he's talking about or for a dramatic effect. I think it was a little bit of both, because he was quick to say why Kamala wouldn't be a good president, but he paused when it came to Trump, which means he probably don't know about either one. He just knows that she's a woman and he's not.
Our president told us that he was confident enough to be president, that he's okay, only for him to back out and give us Kamala, somebody we didn't pick. She was given to us.
Joe Biden was given to us. Barack Obama was given to us. George W. Bush was given to us. A lot of presidents were selected before they were elected by their political party. The only one in modern history that I can think of that really wasn't selected by the party first was Donald Trump, because the GOP did not want him. That's why they went and had those guys sign all those pledges, because the party did not want Trump. The people in the party wanted Trump. Political parties are private entities that say we're going to get together and say who's the best person in our party to run to lead this country and represent our party in government. And to not show favors within the party, they have a primary, which the voters select. But Joe Biden was the presumptive nominee. He was not official until the actual convention, which just happened, and the delegates were not obligated to support Kamala. Nancy Pelosi did want an open convention, but with only 100 days left, who can put a national campaign together in 100 days and still beat Trump other than Harris? And I'm going to admit to you one thing. Biden was pushed out by the party, but he was pushed out by the party based on what the people were telling the party. Based on the polls, they were saying after that first debate, we don't think Biden could do it. I still thought he can do it. He just lost a step in his campaigning, but he had people around him that were good enough to do the job. He was doing it for 4 years already. That's why the GOP cannot and will not and are not trying to sue, because there's no legal basis behind it. Everything was above board. And why you keep saying we? You just admitted that you don't even vote. So, just because you got people on social media that are good for clickbait and may sound right about some things, are not right about all things. And when you get somebody in one genre to go and talk about another genre, they sound like a fool because people that know he's full of shit. And I've heard about who you used to be, but you gave that up a long time ago. And you traded in this for this. And you told us why.
So who give a fuck if I'm too old to be acting like this online? I'm playing a character. This is not who I am in real life. I've become a millionaire from playing this character. So how am I too old to become successful?
What do you think?